go. The pain for the longest time had really just been in my right glute, actually, and it was shooting down my leg all the time, and I'd have to get out of bed and brush my teeth and then lay back in bed in kind of like a fetal position.
Oh, let's do it, Aiden.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, there we go.
AIDAN HESLOP is a King Cog Healy Trophy winner.
Yep. I kind of knew I was coming here for a surgery without knowing it at the time. We've set myself up for success here. Like, this is the best opportunity we could have given myself, but there's no guarantees. We can't guarantee that I'm gonna go back to full health. We can't guarantee that I'm gonna be able to high dive again. The chances are good, but they're not 100%. I think I've done cliff diving all these years just purely because I love it. Like, there's nothing else in this world that makes me feel the same way I do when I cliff dive.
We were on this high. We had just done 2 or 3 years of traveling the world together, winning medals every competition, just like really go, go, go. And it kind of, we never had time to stop because there was Red Bull cliff diving events every weekend, it felt like.
I never called myself invincible or anything like that, but you always think it happens to someone else, but it never happens to you. That was my kind of mentality, and now it's finally happened to me. I kind of think I had to learn my lesson on that one.
We were in a different country every month. Like, it was a great life and adventure, but at the end of the day, our bodies started to feel it.
It is a throwdown showdown here in Boston.
When 2024 hit, AIDAN started talking about his back. And I was like, oh, it's because you're really bad at golf. Like, it's not the diving, don't worry, just stop golfing.
HESLOP, he sends it, he stomps it, he seals the deal, his 5th win ever on the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series.
And he's like, no, I think it's adding up, you know? Like, every impact, every rep, it's starting to impact my leg, and this pain is starting to shoot down my body. But at the same time, we're trying to be cautious. He's out there leading the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. At the halfway point, I looked at him and I said, you're in so much pain, but your dream's right around the corner. Like, what do you want to do? And I remember this moment very clearly. He looked at me, he goes, I want to win the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series this year. I want to be the youngest to ever do it. And if that means I need to take a year off next year to just recover from this dream of mine, then that's what it's going to be. And I was like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Just a couple hours after getting off the plane in Sydney before the last event of the 2024 season, playing chess in the park, a piece falling down, and as I went to pick it up, it was almost like I got stabbed in the back, and I couldn't even walk.
He had mentioned it, but he hadn't told us
anywhere near how bad it actually was until we got there. And then that's when he said, when he literally got off the aeroplane, that he could hardly walk and that he'd had to go and see a doctor and a physio. So that was the first time that we realised really how bad it was.
In that moment, I was convinced it was over. Like 100%, I was like, that's it. If I can't even walk, how am I gonna run to the end of a 27-meter platform and do the hardest dive in the world?
There's Helen, there's Tony, AIDAN HESLOP's parents. They know it.
That'll lock it in right there.
That's it.
It was just amazing. When he just put that last dive down in the water the way he did, we knew that at that point he had won the championship.
Made sure I kept my sunglasses on. You know, big boys don't cry. Yeah. Big boys don't cry, and I was, I mean, you know, you can imagine it's that kind of, you get the joy, you get the, I think one of the biggest things for me was relief, you know, because he'd done it. You know how long the journey's been.
I should have stopped even earlier, and that probably would have changed the outcome of how I'm feeling now, but I also wouldn't have the trophy sitting on my shelf. So I think you gotta make your decisions wisely.
He was one of those kids that would never sit still.
Yeah, so much energy, and at times you struggle to figure out what to do with all that energy. He would be jumping off the buildings at school, and this was when he was like 6, 7, 8-year-old. So
you couldn't take him on a walk, could you, without him jumping out of trees and jumping off things.
When we first started dating, I remember going to his house for the first time, and Helen, his mom, was like, Molly, come here. I need to show you the videos of when he was a kid. And I was like, I don't know if I want to see these, Helen. Like, I've heard he was like, what's that guy called? The Tasmanian devil. Like, just always spinning and making a mess and flipping everywhere he went. And she showed me videos, and that's exactly what it was.
You know, my parents, they kind of always had belief in what I was doing. I owe everything to them for actually letting me do it, because there's just no way I'd be in the position I am today without how much trust they gave me and how much work they put in to actually get me to all the competitions, all the training and everything to be able to be sitting here today. I can't say that they enjoyed every moment of it. I mean, watching me do my first high dive in Pontabrala years ago when I was 12, I know my mum was not happy about it. She was watching through her hands.
AIDAN, you must only go off the 13-meter. You must only go off the 13-meter and don't go up to 15. So he did his first dive off 13-meter. Where did he go? Straight up to 15. And we couldn't do anything about it because it was on the other side of the river. And no matter how much we shouted at him saying to get down, the only way he was coming down was straight down into the water. But he did it, and it was a great dive.
From the first moment that I jumped off a cliff higher than 10 meter, I kind of knew that was my destiny, in a way. That was where the dream really, really began. The first event that I ever went to was in Wales at the Blue Lagoon. And I got all the photos with all the divers, and yeah, I think I waited around for about 2 hours after the event because I hadn't got a photo with Orlando yet. Everyone else had made their way out. I was kind of starstruck that week, just seeing all the people that I was been admiring for years.
I think AIDAN was probably the youngest kid in the world that became a world champion that knew at age 10 or whatever it was that he wanted to do this, and it came true. There's so many kids, even myself, I want to go to the moon or whatever, you know? Like, these are fake things that we tell ourselves because we can, we're kids. But he truly believed in himself from that age and just took the steps to make it happen.
We sent videos off there, not expecting to be accepted. It was more to keep him quiet, because he was like, you know, I want to do this, I want to do this. We're like, okay, we'll send the video off. We kind of hope they'd say no. And then suddenly when they say yes, it's like, oh my God.
I think I was trying to impress everyone, you know? I didn't care who it was. I didn't care if they never seen cliff diving before. I don't care if they were the best in the world. I was just trying to impress everyone.
I saw him dive over there. He got his first 10 over there. It was actually pretty cool, and we got to chat and stuff. And this is when we talked about him coming to Montreal.
Prove myself, prove that I belong to be there. I'm not much of a perfectionist, but I think that's maybe one thing that I'm trying to do.
At that point, I was pretty scared, you know. I was seeing doctors, and they would suggest to see a physio and then get a steroid injection, and it was just the same process over and over and over again. I felt like I was banging my head against a brick wall sometimes. So that was kind of scary, because we were doing everything we could without surgery, and nothing was working.
I think the hardest part for me was kind of January, February, when me and Steph were still trying to decide if we were going to be able to make it to Philippines or not. And it was just attacking me mentally. But I think when I said no to the Philippines, it was this big kind of relief that came off me. I've come to the conclusion that me making my body fit is more important than the competitions right now. And the Philippines was the one I was most excited for, so that was really hard being at home watching that one. I had to look away for a few dives just because I was so angry. In the last month at home, I've done literally nothing. No swimming, no weights, no conditioning, nothing. So to come here and actually do some work feels like I'm progressing, you know? It just felt like I was going the wrong way for the last month, and it's really demoralizing. But coming here and actually putting in the work feels like I'm doing something every day. Even if it's kind of not improving the injury, it still feels like I'm doing something, you know? If it's getting worse or better, at least mentally, it's putting me in the right place. I've got another little physio session after this, and then driving up to Munich. So a 2-hour drive, that's probably not gonna be the easiest for me, but yeah, up there to see a neurosurgeon. We're pretty much just trying to figure out if this injury needs a surgery or not. And honestly, I couldn't tell you. I'm not a professional like these guys, but I'm excited that we've got the appointment, you know, and we're seeing the guy that knows the most, you know. So I'm kind of nervous about it because I don't know if I need a surgery. I kind of want a surgery in a weird way to get this just done with. You know, I've dealt with it for almost a year now. I kind of just want it to go away.
That's normal. That's abnormal.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, in the back. In the direction. On the right side.
On the right side in the glute, and then it comes up the back on the right side.
Together with the duration of your symptoms and the course of your symptoms, altogether I would recommend surgery. You have this degeneration of the disc, and the consequences, you have a degeneration, a loss of water, the disc becomes darker, it becomes a little bit, it loses height.
Yes.
And then you have this bulging of the disc into the spinal canal. It is not much, but it's a little bit. But it leads here that this space here, in the right and in the left parts of the spinal canal, it becomes a little bit more narrow.
Yeah.
And here, exactly here, in these narrow areas of the canal, the nerve is exiting. This one.
Sure.
This one. This nerve is exiting here, exactly here at the height of the disc. The nerve is coming out of the canal and is leaving here the canal. Here is the nerve S1, where it's not painful.
Mm-hmm.
And you see this nerve is round.
Yes.
Because it is not compressed. And here on the right side, it is difficult.
Honestly, it's kind of what I've wanted, to just have the surgery and be done with it. I really think the physio side of things isn't working, but also someone telling me I need surgery also isn't the most fun thing.
This is not a compression that will cause a numbness or a paralysis. You will not lose strength.
Yes.
But it can cause a constant pain.
Yeah.
You have to remove this thickening of the joint, plus you have to remove the pronapse parts of the disc that are compressing your nerve.
Yeah, I'm in the middle right now. I'm happy but also a bit scared at the same time, so we'll see. Do you know like how soon a surgery like this is possible here?
The first opportunity is 20th of May.
"2025 was really hard to watch Aiden go through that, because it's the first time his joy was taken away, and he knows anything, all of his hobbies that bring him joy require movement. Aiden's not a sitting down, gets joy from watching Netflix. Like, that's just not his brand. So if Aiden couldn't cliff dive, he would go golfing. If Aiden can't golf, he'd go pickleball. If Aiden can't pickleball, he'd go, I don't know, learn how to run or something. Like, he's never sitting still. And for him to have to literally sit still was really tricky for him. And you could see his whole demeanor just drop.
I just give my mum a little call as well, see where she's at. My mum's coming today, so I'll just give her a little update and see where she's at.
How did it go with the doc?
It was good. She checked over all my stuff, and everything was good. All the blood is fine, everything. And she was just like, yeah, my surgery's at 8:30 in the morning.
His whole life up to that point had been about cliff diving, and the fear was that if that couldn't continue, it would just be awful for him. It would sort of be the worst thing ever in the world for him. So you fear for your son, because you just want them to be happy with what they're doing. And I knew that he would never be happy unless he could cliff dive again.
I'm like in this weird kind of state that I haven't been in for a while, where I'm just like relaxed. I mean, I'm still in a lot of pain, but I kind of don't care right now because I know it's going to go away soon. Like, The last 2 months, every day, well, even longer than that now, but every day has just been like really, really tough getting through the day. Today has been a bit easier.
It's the next step. It's the only step by the seam of it. So he's confident, so therefore I'm confident. And just from tomorrow on, things will start to get better every day, rather than worse, like they've been doing for the last couple of months.
Yeah, it should be.
When I sat there and the doctor came in and sat me down and explained all the risks and said, look, I know it's a small percentage, but these are the risks. And he went on for about 20 minutes talking about what the risks are and what that would mean for my life if that did happen. That kind of scared me. And that was about 20 minutes before the surgery.
We're going to my room. I've done all my papers. I guess I'm just gonna go get naked, get in a gown, and wait until the doctor's ready. I don't really know, but it's done. It's done. I'm gonna go lay down.
So I don't think I was really scared necessarily up to that point. I think I was anxious about the surgery and not really sure what I should be preparing for. But that moment there was a bit of fear coming in. I had this thought in my head that I would have the surgery and come out the other side flipping and jumping around and running down the hallways. And I knew that was unrealistic.
How long was I knocked out?
Hour and a half.
Okay, not too bad. I'm a little, I'm a bit spacey right now.
The first couple of days he was still very grouchy, wondering himself, I think, whether it had actually worked. But day by day, he felt a little bit better every day. You know, he could get up easier, he could brush his teeth easier, just get in the car easier. But it all took time.
During the previous season was where he was not ready enough. So the season that he won, he was injured the whole season, so we couldn't train that much physically. That's why by the end, you could see that he wasn't as sharp as he used to be and stuff. So that's the job we're doing now, is make sure he comes back, but he comes back stronger, more physically prepared, more sharp, straighter legs, like things that we learned from the past that he can improve to get 9.5 and 10s in the future.
It's going to be a long process coming back to high diving, but yeah, I'm finally going in the right direction. You know, the last kind of 11 months have been downhill every day, and for the first time in a very long time, these 2 weeks have been uphill every day.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Nice. This kind of injury it's tough to judge how long it's going to take and when you can start doing different things, swimming, running, lifting weights, you know, so it really depends on how I feel.
We've talked to Aidan before about a plan B, and, you know, we've come up with different suggestions, but in all honesty, there isn't a plan B. You know, it's certainly for the foreseeable future, it's diving or nothing else. So if it had come to the fact that you couldn't dive again, then it would have been quite a traumatic experience to come up with a plan B.
Okay, so I'm now 1 month in, post-surgery, and I've just been given clearance to swim, so I'm here in the apartment with Molly, and we're gonna go swim.
Eat it.
Hey.
How's it feel?
I think I'm ready to dive, actually. I mean, cliff diving is like the one thing in my life that I am like, just that's my thing, you know? I feel like I was put on this earth to just cliff dive. And it's been a really big blow, just not being able to do it. Even just sitting out for a few months for me is really, really tough. I'm just shaking to get back in a pool.
I just finished up with my physio. It was honestly pretty good. I'm quite happy right now. It's definitely not perfect. Like my right leg is still like a little bit weaker than my left, but that's kind of expected. But like we're starting impact training pretty much. So I think we're good to dive, to be honest. There's, yeah, still a bit of work to do. Right leg is definitely a little bit weaker than the left. And also I'm just kind of always being really conservative with the right leg. So always just being a bit slower with things. I just need to kind of trust it a little bit more that it's doing good now. I mean, we're 3.5 months post-surgery, so yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm really excited. Hopefully I can get back in the pool on Wednesday once I've chatted to Red Bull tomorrow, so. Come on! There you go. Sup, Shah? How we going? It's crazy. When I'm on 27 all the time, it feels pretty normal, but I went up to a 20 meter the other week. So unbelievably scary. I just haven't done it for so long and now I'm just like so scared. I haven't put on a pair of these in a while. I hope they still fit. They've probably been sat there for about 6 months just getting crusty, so I hope they're still good.
The goal is really to go step by step. That was recommended by the doctors after surgery, and it's the way I coach anyway. It's to make sure we do every little steps towards the main goal. So this way we're more prepared, the quality is there, and there's less chance of getting injured.
Fear is a thing that I struggle to kind of understand, because from ages 4 to 15, 16, I don't think I ever felt fear. I don't think it existed. When I started really high diving, 27 meters, I think fear kind of crept in a little bit, but I didn't know it was fear at the time. I couldn't understand the feeling, the emotion of fear. But I think I struggle a little bit to deal with fear because I just didn't experience it for so long. And even now I kind of brush it off. I mean, there's a quote that's like, if you're scared, then do it scared, you know? And I kind of live by that. I've got a lot of faith in myself and belief in what I can do.
There you go. That's my first jump. That's it. I wish it was something a little bit more spectacular, but yeah, I've got a pretty boring list, but honestly, just being back in the water is it's pretty cool. It honestly feels pretty normal. I thought it would feel weirder being back in the pool, but it feels pretty normal. I guess I've done it for like 15 years now, so.
Sometimes in training I was putting things that he was like, oh, this is boring. That's not the kind of stuff I like to do, where now he appreciates doing it because he knows it's gonna help him be stronger, be better. And so he understands more what I'm asking for him to do. Stay in line, and when you repike, your legs are slowly in control with your hips in line.
Who want it? Yeah, they know that I got it. I remember taking nothing, making something about it. Better not talk nothing funny. Better come talk with that money. Better come ready to spend it. Don't try to come play me like a dummy. I'm like, you can get it. You hear these bars, the way I spit it, serve 'em up. Yeah, it's time to serve 'em up.
I feel great about today because we're able to do a new step, which is going on 3 meter. And so far, those little goals has to be what motivates us to keep going. And if the quality is there already from the first rep, I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
I think this is a better lineup than I've done.
I agree.
In my whole life.
Better than the last season, which showed that if we take our time, work on basics, you can be stronger than you were before you left, you know?
Yeah. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad to do a 3 meter today. That was fun.
Good job. See you
Easy.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got to build up slowly with everything, with the weights that we push, with the drops, the impact training that we're doing, and then the diving here as well. Everything has to be slow and gradual.
What's it called? Menagerie. Hey, how are you?
Molly is extremely important. I think together they work so well as a team. They've got the same attitude, they've got the same goals. Having her by his side, I think, has made him really push it even harder to get back into what he loves doing and doing it together.
I think the last year and a half, she's been a huge help. I mean, she's been my main support system through this whole thing. I think when I was in Austria for over a month, I don't think I would have got through it as easily without seeing Molly FaceTime every single day.
Aiden does not stop raving about this damn British cheese.
It's the best cheese in the
Out of
world.
all these beautiful
50%.
French cheeses, he's like, I need the British one.
It's the best cheese in the world. I won't even lie. No one's gonna talk me down from that. It is the best cheese there is.
I know she knows better cheese. What is she? Okay, eat it. We're gonna try. Okay, trying the blue cheese. Eat it. Get over here.
Get over here.
We're trying it. We're gonna cheers. Merci beaucoup.
Yes.
Cheers. Santé.
I think she's more proud of what I've achieved in this year than what I did in 2024. I mean, I think a lot of people could see me winning the whole Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series, and it wasn't a massive shock to a lot of people, especially Molly. But I think Molly's more proud of me for actually getting through this year without going off the rails, you know? There was a few times where I could have gone a bit crazy and done something stupid, but being able to hold myself back and not push myself too quick, doing things too soon, I think she's very proud of it.
Okay, this is about 4.5 months post-surgery. First jump off 10 meter. I'm a little nervous. I just did 7, and Steph gave me the go-ahead for a 10 meter. I'm excited. Let's go! Go, bro.
Let's go, Eds! Yeah! A little bit of an airplane. He did it.
Okay, big moment. Aiden is ready to do front 2.5. More somersault he has done in more than a year. Yeah! I was still missing the toes at the end though.
No, come on. I mean, my goal for cliff diving is to get back to doing my big dive, the front quad 3.5 twist, and the first step of that is doing a front triple twister. So that's exactly what we're doing today, a front triple twister. This is pretty big actually.
Okay, it is January 1st, 2026, and this is kind of a big day for me. Start of a new year, turning over a new leaf, because 2025 was not quite my year. As much as I would like to stand here and say that I want to go back and win the whole series and just smash it out of the park, which I still believe is very possible, but I don't think that's my main goal for this year. Ideally, I have 15 plus years in this sport still. So I think this year really for me is about health, learning how to be healthy as a cliff diver, having kind of the dedication to actually do what I need to do to have my body in a position where I can do this sport without hurting myself. I hope I can stay healthy, but there's a little part of me that still wants to kick everyone's asses as well, but
You know how it works? You know how it works? You go up, you belt yourself. Just do a jump so you can feel the rope, and one bounce, no arm swing. The difficulty with high dive is that you can't practice the full dive all year long, especially the boys. We have a 20 meter here, but they do on 27. So for me to be able to do his dive on the lower heights with support, so then when he goes on the first time on 27 meter platform, it's not the actual first time he does it, so he's super confident, and we can work on quality from the beginning. I could have pulled one more. Let's try it. Okay, I think I'm able, I gave it extra, and I think I was. If not, I'm just gonna be in the air there. Okay. Let's try it. The worst case is I'm in the air. It's not you.
It's kind of weird to be flipping that much again. Like, I've been back in the pool and doing stuff for a while, but not to this level. So it's really exciting. I mean, my aerial awareness has always been good, but I think it has dropped a little bit. So honestly, this is probably one of the best things that we can do right now. Looking forward to the season, it's like we have to regain everything really fast, and it's kind of scary. So this is a nice in between, this rig specifically. Right now, I mean, I'll say I don't want to be too eager, but like 60, 70%. I feel it's been increasing kind of fast. So I think once I do my first high dive, I'll get a really kind of good range of where I'm at. But it's a struggle when you're down here because the impact from 27 is just, it's completely different to anything else. So we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Unfortunately, the platform right now isn't open, so we get to adapt our plan, but it doesn't put us back. Our goal is still in 3 weeks to go to Florida and to do his first 2 dives on 27 meter, and we're still on plan to do that for sure. It's a setback in terms of testing the impacts on 20 and see how his body reacts to it. So we'll have to do it. We'll have to do this within a window of a week in Florida instead of having a month to test that.
In a way, I'm not pleased the injury happened because it wasn't pleasant, but I see it as a good lesson. I think he's learnt the lesson. I hope he's learnt the lesson. You know, it's a real kick up the backside for him. So that's why now he's telling us, and we're seeing it through his coach, through Steph, that he is actually putting in the gym work that he's never done before.
Yeah, the season's coming up fast, and like a 27 meter impact is no joke. So I was lazy the last couple of years with my weights and being in the gym. So it's nice to have someone to really kick my ass now. And yeah, it's brutal, but it's fun. What's up, Steph?
Hey, so it's a go for tomorrow.
Yes! Come on! Really?
Yeah! So basically, you have to, at 9:30, to be ready, like warmed up and stuff.
Oh, Steph, that's the best news I've had in a while.
I know, we can finally do it 20 meters.
Come on. I will be there, Steph. I will make sure I'm there.
Perfect, I'll be there too.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Come on. Hey, I'm going out a legend. When you hear my name, you gon' respect it, cause I did it every time that I said it. Boy, I'm going out a legend. I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing.
Good set, good set.
I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't overlook the way we made it happen. So I'm going out a legend. Yeah, I'm going out a legend. Yeah, I'm going out a legend. I don't think they really got the message. We ain't doing this for nothing. All my dogs gonna be legends. Yeah.
Today's the big day. I can't believe they finally got the go-ahead. That's crazy. I don't know why. I'm getting a bit nervous. I'm like, I didn't expect myself to. I shouldn't be nervous. I know it's gonna be fine, but like, first high dive in like 15, 16 months, I'm just like, heart's pumping a little bit. I need to calm down right now. I think I'd be more nervous doing a double half because I'd look like more of an idiot if I messed it up.
Okay,
You know?
I get it. But,
All the way to the top.
Here we go. Oh, it's open already. Amazing. See you later. Here we go. Sweating, maybe a bit too much before actually diving, so. All of this work for just a double flip.
He's not nervous about making the dive. He's nervous about, he has that one rep, he wants it to be good, and especially that you guys are filming, you know? I think that's more his nervous right now.
We finally made it. Look at that. First time up here in like, I don't even know how long. I don't even think I've been up here to film Molly yet.
It's a little bit like in competition where I'm thinking about what I'm gonna say to him exactly before, to be precise, to be clear, and look confident. Okay, full extension behind your legs and toes as well. Tight when you place, and then body position and arms on entry. Let's go ahead, you got this.
Look at that. Like butter. I didn't even feel anything. Ever? Yeah. I was dreading the fact that I didn't rip that on camera for the first one. How does it feel? Oh, it's so good. I had so much adrenaline up there, it didn't even feel like I hit the water. I was just underwater. I'm like shaking right now. That's so nice. I wonder how many days it's been. It's probably like over 400 days now. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? Yeah.
Towers his comeback.
Hell yeah.
And rip entry.
No way.
He's not known for his rip entries, you know?
Well, I haven't been ripping from 10 meter, but I'm a 20 meter, 27 meter ripper. I'm not a 10 meter ripper. It felt a bit stuck. I had to really pull it around on the end.
Yeah, I agree. But it was controlled. I guess your arms are a bit late there.
Yeah.
But then the look and the adjustment was perfect.
Nice. A little bit short. I think this isn't a good representation because I just have so much adrenaline. So I'm like,
But the impact was
nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I was expecting. I did like the double halves yesterday, and my feet were really slapping on the water, and hurt my glute a bit. And I was like, is tomorrow actually going to be fine? Like I really didn't know. Nothing. I didn't even feel my feet. Like I thought it was going to slap and make a big bang, and I was going to like hurt my glute when I hit the water, but nothing.
Did you went all the way down?
Immediately, just like straight to the bottom.
There you go. Next step, 27.
I think it takes a lot to surprise myself now. I mean, my expectations are so high, but I think this whole chapter of my life has been a bit of a reset. If you asked me 2 years ago if ripping a back double on 20 meter would surprise myself, I would say no, but it did today. So maybe this is like a new chapter of surprises, I guess, because I don't know what lays ahead anymore.
You got this.
It's 4 a.m. We're leaving to the airport.
You got it. Yes. Oh no.
Today we're flying to Fort Lauderdale. I think tomorrow is going to be my first 27 meter dive in a ridiculous amount of time.
Tomorrow already.
It's literally tomorrow already, yeah. I don't know what I'm more excited for, getting out of the snow or diving off 27. But it's definitely diving off. I don't know. Of course I know. It's diving off 27. And this is really the start of the comeback. I know I keep saying it's been so long since my last high dive. I'm like, I can't even stop smiling. I feel really good. I think it's gonna kill it. I think it's gonna go well. So does Molly.
He's gonna kill it. I'm so excited for him. My baby's back.
Jumping on my line, gotta serve that. Jumping on my line, jumping on my line, gotta serve that. Holla at me, baby, bring it back. I'm the realest killer in it, I don't even need to act. Back to the sisters, I'm just throwing up the racks, baby. Holla at me, baby, bring it back. I'm the realest killer in it, I don't even need to act.
Right now I'm like just excited. I'm not even like thinking about how difficult the last year has been for me. All I'm thinking about is being able to dive again. And I mean, there's no point in me thinking about how difficult this year has been, or else it would all just be in vain. You know, I'm here to have fun, enjoy myself, do what I love again. And if I was sat here thinking about how hard it's been getting to this point, I wouldn't be having fun, would I? So I'm in a great mindset right now. I'm very happy. I'm just hoping the day goes well. Ugh. A lot of stairs, a lot of stairs. This is the point of no return. My shoulder's hurting a bit today. Slept on the plane like really weird. My neck was bad yesterday, but now it's my shoulder, which is not ideal, but there's no chance that's gonna stop me. I'm a little bit out of breath because of the stairs, but my heart's pumping like nervous pumping, not out of breath pumping. I can't tell if it's nerves or if it's anticipation, you know? And it is pretty windy today, jeez. All right. I can't tell if it's higher than I remember or not. It's just high. And I'm only doing my easiest dive today. Yeah, it's already pretty windy and it's only going to pick up from now. And the dive isn't until a couple hours once I'm warmed up, but pretty windy. And the fact that it's pushing me back towards the platform is not... It's the worst way for the wind to be going, in my opinion. I think I'm ready. If I had Speedos on right now, I'd just do it, but...
I just hope that he does a good one off the bat so he doesn't go back up and try to do so many. I think if he does one good one or two, and just enjoys the moment, then he'll be the happiest boy for sure, so. But it's Aiden. You know it's gonna be beautiful first try, so let's see.
Jump. Core. Look. Controlled pike down with straight legs, hands at the end. Tight. Let's go.
Yeah.
We got this. Long time coming. For sure for him more than me, and I know it was such a hard year that just look at him smiling. Like he's not nervous, he's not scared, he's just happy to be able to go back up there and show what he can do.
I'm just so excited to see his face when he comes out of the water. He's gonna be so cute. So happy. He's so bad.
That's pretty crazy, isn't it? I feel like we need one more. I kind of got wrecked a little bit underwater. My arms flew away, but other than that, it was good. Not as much adrenaline on that one as the 20 meter. I was kind of just like in my element. But without the adrenaline, I was just like knew what I had to do, but not a perfect dive. So I'm gonna convince Steph to let me do one more and smash it. My back is solid. Nothing. Like it never even happened.
Oh, he did it. I'm so happy for him. Of course, the first thing he says was it good? Like already thinking of how he can make it better. Such a world better mindset, you know? Can we relax? Can we celebrate?
Okay.
How did it feel?
It was a tough impact.
Oh, you felt it?
Yeah, I felt it.
That was the back. Pretty good?
Back's solid, but I just hit the water and just went like with my arms. Yeah.
Let's go. Take my flat. What?
Not bad.
I like that.
Yeah.
I saw a little hesitation at the end, but I'm like, he hasn't been there in a while.
Yeah, I know.
It's longer in the air than it thinks.
I just lined up and I was like, all right, I was like, and bam, when I hit the water.
Yeah. Well,
it's a huge impact.
Look at this, pretty. Look at the toes.
Actually, not a bad.
I know, that's what I'm telling you.
I thought arms were more out, and it was just like I thought it was just gonna be like a this kind of size bubble.
It was more the way you brought it down, and then you became tight. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to do one more.
Sure.
I did forget how much that impact is. Like the 20 meter ones, like I know it's an impact, but it's like you can take it pretty easily. That 27, that kind of hit me quite hard. It didn't hurt my back or my glute or anything that has been the issue recently, but when I hit that wall, it did hurt a little bit. So I kind of have to get that in my brain again that this wall does hurt. So, but I'm very happy. Like we actually did it. It's kind of crazy. I go home, get all the big dives ready, and we come back and I'm ready, you know? I'm ready for the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. It's pretty crazy. 2026, who needs 2025? 2026, here we come.
I want this to be the year that I look back on and say, this is where I grew up. This is where I wasn't the baby anymore. I wasn't the irresponsible, reckless kid. This is where I turned into a man, you know, a real cliff diver. This is the year that I focused on the sport, you know, on me being healthy, being strong, not just being a person that can do a bunch of flips, because that's not what a cliff diver is. There's a lot more that goes into being a cliff diver, and I think this is the year that I grew up and realized that.